I've just come on here. I don't know if my battery will die. Hopefully not. I've got it on charge at the moment in my car. I've just been driving back from. God, I've just been driving back from work. And I noticed there was a just a field, and I noticed there were some trucks there. And what I can see at the moment is, I'll get out in a minute. What I can see is a trailer, a big lorry, taking some, trying to force some individuals, some innocent, intelligent individuals that are sheep, into the trailer. There's three men. They were chasing them. They were pulling at them. Got some footage, but it's really quite a little bit far away. Not too far, but it's a little bit far away. And yeah, I just spoke to some people coming past, and I said, "What do they think about all this?" And some people are that disgusting and selfish that they don't care. And as you can see, as I can show, they're all a few of them are getting on the trailer. Yeah, they look like they're getting on the trailer just because they're scared. Yeah, looks like they're just scaring them onto the trailer. I just really wanted to come on live because I just wanted to get some videos of it. Yeah, there's not really much to see at the moment because, yeah, it looks like it's taken a while. For the sheep, yeah. So I think they're trying to separate them to know what ones are basically being murdered today. Or a lady went past, she said they're being moved, and I said this, in the same breath, they're also going to be murdered. It's not okay because they're being moved now, because they will be murdered. It's absolutely fucking horrific, and this is happening every day to these animals. Like, this is happening every day. Like, this is their reality. And it's so, so horrible and so sad. And, a lot of people don't care. Hi, Luffy the King. I'm just talking about the animals. So I've just come to, there's a little bit of land, and they've got a trailer trying to force these sheep onto the trailer. And I was just saying, like, people are vegans, and they're like, or not even people who don't want to exploit animals. That should be another way to put it, not vegan. So vegan means not exploiting any animal, any individual in any way, and not using them for their flesh, not using them for their fur, not using them for their skin, and not using their babies, not using their bodies, which is what they do in the dairy industry. They use the female cows' bodies, they rape them, what they call artificially inseminate, which is rape. Put their hand in their anus to put sperm in there, they become pregnant, hold their baby for 9 months, and if the baby is a boy, they get killed and murdered. They get murdered, and if they're a girl, then they will be exploited again, and they will then be murdered again at about 6 years old. Morning, everyone. So yeah, I'll just turn it around now. Let me just get a bit so I can actually get some footage of this. So you can't really see too much, but basically, if you look here, so these people here, if you can see, these people here, but it's not far away, but it's like a massive puddle here, if you can see. And yeah, I probably could get over there somehow, but it's funnily enough, it's all very hard. So yeah, so these people, so the topic is being against animal abuse and murder, and using them for their flesh, using them for their skin. All these animals here, as you can see, they're all sheep, okay? All these animals here are being used for their flesh, okay? This is why they're in this position. They are being used for their flesh. And I've just come across this place. I was curious to what it was. And as you can see, all these beautiful sheep are here. And then you can see this truck here. So this is what they move them in. So most of the time when they put them in this truck, that is when they slaughter them. and there's 3 men here. They've been running after them. They've been trying to get them to do what they want them to do. Yeah. Okay, so if the sheep look happy, that means that you obviously think that they're sentient, right? So do you then think it's okay to murder them? You know, they're not food. I've just spoke to people going past. They are not food. They are sentient individuals with feelings. They are shitting themselves because they know they're going to be murdered. They get put on these trailers by humans who are exploiting them, abusing them, then they murder them. And even if they might have a so-called nice life in the field for 6 months, that doesn't mean nothing because they're murdered, okay? It doesn't justify because they've been in a field for a bit. It doesn't justify them being murdered, does it, okay? Hi, Marshall. This is what we need to get out of this mindset that animals are ours to use, exploit, murder, okay? These animals here, they're sentient individuals. They are not ours to control. Okay, they're not ours to murder. They are here on their own terms and they are here with us. Okay? It doesn't, okay, then, like I've said, they're murdered six months, okay? They are. It's absolutely irrelevant when they're murdered. Okay, sheep are incredibly aware, incredibly intelligent individuals, okay? And if you're okay with paying for them to be murdered, for them to be petrified to death while they're being murdered, then that's obviously not, it doesn't really say much about you, does it, okay? And we need to bring attention to this. We need to be the ones that record this. Okay, so if you say humane slaughter, okay? For one reason, okay? Humane slaughter is when they bleed out, okay? So many animals are not stunned efficiently and they will bleed out, okay? So halal is absolutely irrelevant, right? And even if there was a humane way, which there is no humane way of murdering someone, then in the victim's point of view, it doesn't matter, does it? Because they're being murdered, okay? They're being exploited. So it's about having empathy as a person. It's about being a decent person. And it's about not exploiting and using different types of sentient beings. And this is what people say, it's not murder because they're not human beings. Okay, so it's not murder when they have their throat cut and they're shot in the head. What is it then? What is the word if it's not murder? Okay, if it was quick, which it isn't, but if it was, would that justify it then? Would that justify murdering them, yeah? Is that what you're saying? Because that's what it sounds like. And it's absolutely disgusting. Yeah, so if we slaughtered any other animal, or if we murdered us, would that be okay then? Would it be okay to call it slaughter? I mean, you know, when you're murdering individuals, it makes me absolutely sick now to know that these animals suffered for me when I once paid for them. Let's ask these people what they think. What do you guys think about this here with these sheep, innocent individuals, sentient beings? What do you think? These animals here, as you know, I don't know, because people eat their flesh, they end up in these dishes, so they'll be taken off in a trailer. Even if they're being moved in the field, they'll then be taken in this trailer to be murdered and have their throats cut because people aren't vegan. And they're sentient individuals, and that's what I want people to realise. You can see here what they're just loading them all up. What do you think about all that industry?
I know nothing about it. I don't know.
Well, do you pay for animals to be murdered?
Well, generally, no.
Oh, right. So you do pay for them to be murdered? Yeah. Well, you pay for them to be murdered, don't you, for their flesh?
In a professional manner, yeah.
What does that mean, professional manner? So you're walking away, aren't you? Because you are walking away. You're walking away. You're not the victim, they are. You're walking away because you know you eat flesh and that you pay for them to be murdered. Instead of changing and being kind, you just ignorant, aren't you? She said professional way. How would I murder you professionally? That's what I'd like to know. Do you want to answer that?
You get someone who'd be a hitman to murder them.
Well, how would they murder you?
Wow.
Exactly, you don't know. So how are these murdered then professionally? There's nothing funny. It just makes you an animal abuser, doesn't it?
Not really, because I eat meat.
You
so-
eat flesh of these babies here.
But that's my choice.
What about their choice? Reared? What about their choice? It's disgusting. You've probably got animals at home, have you? Well, they're all the same, aren't they? They all get murdered, don't they, in the end? Pardon? Oh, so, well, how would you professionally murder someone? You're an animal. You're an animal. Why? You've got no justification because you're clearly both hypocrites. You probably go see dogs or see cats. You're like, oh, I love them. But you're paying for these innocent babies to be murdered. I mean, just think about your moral consistency here with animals and if you like them or if you want to pay for them to be murdered. There's nothing funny. If it was okay, you would have a good argument, but you haven't, have you?
No, I just think it's funny that you're actually accosting us.
Accosting? What do you mean?
Well, you've stopped us, haven't you? Still,
Oh yeah,
you're still
definitely. Yeah,
filming, aren't
definitely.
you?
I'm standing up for these victims. Yeah, definitely. It's a public place, so obviously you don't know much about the law. I'm asking you. There's nothing funny about paying for the. You're not the victim. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's a public space because you know that it's disgusting that you pay for these to be murdered. I'm talking about the animals, not me and you. I'm talking about. So you're the victim, are you? When you pay for them to be murdered?
No.
Do you eat cow flesh, pig flesh? You're sorry, what? Because we're the crazy ones who don't want to hurt the animals. Have you ever heard of vegans? It's disgusting. Disgusting. Would I be but if I am, does that justify you murdering them then, probably? No, you just pay a hitman to do it instead. Should be ashamed. Yeah, how are you? Good. Just these people here are just very much hypocrite. I was just asking them about this. So all these sheep, I don't know how you feel about like the people eating flesh, their coats, all this kind of stuff. Yeah. These people here, they said that they can be professionally murdered. What would that mean to you, professionally murdered? How would you like to be professionally murdered?
Exactly. That's not nice. Not nice at all.
So do you pay for this though?
No, this is not mine.
No, do you pay for animals to be killed?
No.
So you don't eat animals?
No, I'm vegetarian.
Okay, so why aren't you vegan? Do you know about the dairy industry?
No.
No. Can I give you a leaflet?
Yeah,
Thank you
of
so
course
much.
you can.
But the thing is, I know you probably get it, but you know, these
I know
people,
some people just don't.
they don't
I know,
understand.
they're very blocked, tunnel vision.
Yeah,
they
and-
just don't understand.
And they're also so arrogant and ignorant.
Yeah.
And
Arrogant, yes, they shouldn't be.
yeah, definitely. But what?
They should give you a chance to speak.
Well, at the end of the day, there's no argument about not hurting animals, is
No,
there?
of course.
You know, they're
course.
hurting them, and we vegans just don't want to hurt animals and not exploit them. So what happens is obviously the little babies are born, so the mum produces milk for her babies. Because
And
we
it's not
take the
given to
milk.
the babies, we take the milk.
Yeah, and the males are murdered because they don't produce milk, and the females will go through that exact thing. So really, with the dairy industry, the problems are they're exploited. They have a farmer's fist, so a man's fist stuck up their anus. You could imagine if that was us and someone done that to us. They impregnate him, artificially
Oh, my
inseminate.
brother takes this.
Yeah.
My son's starting to take
Yeah,
this.
my mum and dad are now like vegan now after
Oh,
I've
that's
showed
really
them
good.
things and everything. And people are, and people like you, thank you so much for listening,
Oh,
because
don't be silly.
there's so many people, and seeing if I'm okay, there's so many people unfortunately like them, and they're just, you know,
They just don't listen. I
don't be a
know.
hypocrite either.
Don't be a
Just-
hypocrite.
If you
No.
love animals, you know, don't pay. These sheep here, as you can see, right, and I know a lot of people always don't realise they're intelligent, they're
Of course they
sentient,
are. Of
they're
course they are.
individuals, and you know, these people treat them like objects, and
I
that's
know.
what we've done.
And if you have cats or dogs as pets, you should realise other animals. You
Thank
shouldn't be
you.
killing them either.
Exactly. But it seems like we've kind of normalised
I know.
what
I know.
murdering these animals, and actually not dogs and cats in this country. And you know, they get, you know, they when you go to slaughterhouses, we look at the
I wouldn't
see-
even think.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's my worst nightmare.
we see all the animals coming in, all the individuals, and they're on, you know, these sort of trucks, and there's shit everywhere, everywhere. They
I know because they know what's happening to them.
Yeah.
I know.
And sheep, cows, and pigs. I'm not just saying this, but they are highly intelligent animals.
I know they
and
are.
actually probably more intelligent than some of our
No.
at home. Yeah. So
I
yeah,
know
but
they are.
yeah.
I know you can't dismiss them. You can't even dismiss fishes that they say they don't have
Fish are
memories. And they do.
sentient,
I know
exactly.
they
Yeah,
do.
they're very
I know.
smart. Yeah,
But it's really nice of you
Thank
to
you
actually
so
say
much.
things to tell people. Do you know what I mean? You're taking the time.
definitely. Well, I'm
Yeah.
actually on my break from work, and I just couldn't help it.
Okay.
I was like, if I see, because they were picking them up, and then they were like pushing.
Oh, were they?
They were sort
Why?
of picking them up and they were trying to get them in a certain position. Then they were sort of running after them, and I tried to get, and I can't get over this, which normally
No.
I would go and
Yeah,
come closer.
no.
Can't get over this blimmin' puddle. Lucky for them.
Oh,
'cause
I
I'll
know,
probably
you know
end up
what?
in
No,
Aldi.
I'm not. And the puddle is all over my
Yeah.
house because that's my house.
Oh,
It's all
yeah,
the thing-
yeah.
I know. I don't own the farm, so I don't own the land, so there's nothing I can do. But no, that's
no.
really nice of you to just
Thank you
stop
so
your
much.
thing.
And
Yeah.
I'm so glad your other people that you love as well take the oath,
Yeah, I
which is
will.
amazing. And people are realising. Like,
I know they
we've
are.
just got to
I
realise
know
they are.
I
They
know
are
they
learning. Thank
So
you
we'll
so
get there
much.
one day.
Thank
We'll get
you,
there one
yeah.
day.
Bye. See you later. I'm going to go now, but thank you so much. See you. Bye. Okay, guys, I'm just going to end that live now. It was amazing because a lady actually spoke to me. I don't eat fish, no. This okay, if they are being moved then for medical care, as you call it, they're still going to be murdered, aren't they? We're be alive, right? And what relevance has that got to not hurting them? No, do you know what? This lady actually wanted to talk to me. She actually wanted to take the time to see if I'm okay. She doesn't eat animals because she knows they're individuals and that they're intelligent, okay? And she knows this. That's why she doesn't do it, because she's got the intelligence to connect with these different animals. And unfortunately, with the other people you see, which I saw, they're not. They're ignorant. They don't have the intelligence to think about, how these animals feel when they pay for them to be murdered, how scared they are. I'll tell you know what's not necessary when we moan about the vegans' approach. I'll tell you what isn't necessary. These animals here, these sentient, intelligent beings, these animals here, emotional intelligence definitely is, and it's about and unfortunately, it's not all what you say about the choice. It's not her choice because there's a victim, so they don't get a choice, and it's not her choice, okay? And if one person from this can actually think, yeah, I do care about other individuals, then please do, because oh, yeah, it's just about living a life and not hurting animals, basically. I mean, how hard can it be? It's beautiful, beautiful beings. So even if people's excuse for murdering animals seem to be, oh well, they're not being rounded up to be murdered. You do realise they will be rounded up to be murdered. That is their fate. But I really appreciate everyone who's come on this live. Like, I really do appreciate it. Even with the troll comments, I really appreciate everyone watching. And yeah, I'm just just bringing the awareness to people that do care. So yeah, thanks guys, and okay. So if we're pushing our agendas, okay, onto other people. No, it's about educating people what happens, and it's about getting people to realise, okay. And also one of the main things was getting activists to speak up too, because we have to. If someone decides not to speak up, then who will? Okay. And if I'm forcing my agenda, then what are they doing to the animals? Then I'd like to know the answer to that. Yeah, if you could tell me the answer, that'd be great. If these people here are if these people here are the victims, then let me know how humans are the victims and not the animals that are being murdered. But thank you, yeah. All right, guys, thank you anyway. Bye.